Good morning, people. Today I've been given the opportunity to do something I haven't done for decades. I'm really rather excited. What is that, you may ask? Because this video has been sponsored by the good people at Himaway, I've been given a new lease of life and actually today explore an abandoned railway properly without just dotting from station to station in a car. Let's go back to the beginning of this story. When it comes to stuff like this, I'm a bit of a bull in a china shop, who needs instructions kind of person. Rebecca, however, is a bit more logical. So Rebecca?
Yep.
How's it going?
Well, it's fine, but I can't hold on to the bike to stop it from falling over and take all the bits off, so put the camera down, stop faffing.
That was so cool. That's so easy to put together, right? So this is the Midlands and South Western Junction Railway, and already I'm on a massive embankment and it's kind of on my doorstep. I've not seen this before, but absolutely huge. It's exactly what I was talking about by getting myself on a bike. Probably should have done this a long time ago. So at one time this railway had the potential to be a key north-south link, and it joined Andover up to Marlborough, Swindon and on up to Cheltenham. So the section of that line I'm going to try and travel today is between Marlborough and Swindon. It's around about 20 miles give or take. I'm not going to do the entire line, although I wouldn't doubt that this bike could probably do that, but we'll review it as we go along. This bike can be so quick. I'm trying not to use that speed because I really want to savour everything around me. Spoiler alert, it's pretty good, I can tell you, and if you want to take advantage now of an e-bike, I'll absolutely click on the link in the description below, and you can even use the discount code Whitewick150 to receive £150 off their range. More on that shortly. So we've just left Marlborough, and that's sort of the second part of the Midlands and South Western Junction Railway. This really is one abandoned railway of two in the south of England that I really do feel that would give the rail network a massive boost, at least in terms of the freight that's moved up and down the railways. This, and of course the Didcot, Newbury and Southampton Railway, which kind of ran parallel to this on a north-south route to a degree. Ooh, what's this? Oh, thanks e-bike, that was pretty cool. I wonder if this is like a little platelayer's hut. This could well be a platelayer's hut on the Midlands and South Western Junction Railway. Again, I've not seen one. Look at this. Yes. This is amazing, look. A little fireplace. Proper platelayer's hut. But yeah, very modern looking. Compared to what I've seen before. We saw a few up in Scotland made out of sleepers, I think. So you won't find in this video a sponsored segment which you have to whiz through, because I'm going to try and tell you about the bike as we go, just to savour and enjoy the abandoned railway. And I've never done this before in this sense, where I can cycle such a distance, because the claim of this Himaway bike and all their range is 80 miles. That's mad. So let's see if we can push that to its limits today. So far 10k, dotting about up and down bits and pieces, and not even used a blip of the battery. Absolutely brilliant. And I was always worried about big fat wheels. I've always been more a road cyclist back in my heyday. That would be efficient. I could pump those up really hard, I could fly along. But even with the electric off on this, you don't really notice a lot of the friction. And obviously it's better for off-road anyway, but you still get a good sort of a traction and a feel that you're being efficient even without the electric. But in the meantime, I want to show you something I've been quite excited about. I've seen once before, because it is actually a station. Right down here in front of me now is an abandoned station, and it's Ogborne St George, one of the many stops on the Midlands of South Western Junction Railway. And the beauty of this is still got the old steps down to the platforms either side. And here we go. Right now we stood on the track bed. To the north, Swindon. Behind me that way, back to the south past Marlborough and on towards Andover, and you're really feeling fruity. You could head on to Southampton. But look at these gorgeous steps. Someone's obviously looking after them, make sure they don't get overgrown. But of course now this railway and road head north and join an old Roman road as well. So we've got all eras of routes to explore now. I mentioned I'm quite excited today. Look at these. So why am I raving about Himaway, the Ranger bikes? Well, they have got a significant range. I've chosen the Zebra because I think it offers a combination of looking pretty smart and also incredibly practical. How does an e-bike work? Well, you've simply on this one got 5 different power modes, let's call them. You've also got your normal gear shift. The faster you go, obviously the higher the level you would put your bike on. I haven't got it on at all at the moment, and I'm happily cruising along at about 18 kilometers per hour. So really I'm only using this at the moment to give myself a bit of a boost or to get up some tricky hills, and it's an absolute joy. It's made cycling a joy. Well, I think I've just passed one of the lesser known stations on this railway, which is Cheltenham Camp. Probably only used in the Second World War, maybe the First, not sure, or vice versa. There's a little branch off of this line down into the fields there where there's a farm. I think there's an old platform still exists, but you can't get there. It's all very private. Fair enough. Now the benefit of being able to not go from station to station and actually look at the rails is little treats like that. An old wagon, I guess it's a agricultural wagon for livestock perhaps, just snuck off of the actual main track because I saw that. Wonderful, a little treat for today. Cheltenham. Now if I just cycle down the hill a bit here, I'll get to a spot where I can take a famous shot and compare it against an old one. Totally lost in Cheltenham. Not the most signposted of places in terms of the cycle routes. So we're right at the top of Swindon now, on the south side, and we're looking down over Swindon. So this would have been roughly where the old Ridgeway would have crossed. So I'm going to get an idea now of how the railway interacted with that and got down the hill. Perfect bench for a spot of lunch. Absolutely gorgeous, quiet little wood. Still up on the ridge, I think. We've come down quite a part of it. Across the M4 now. I think we did that by a wonderful spiral bridge. So Swindon Old Town is just on my north there, and a lot of people know that just down there would have been the entrance to a portal of a tunnel that was never finished. Sodden, gravelly soil underneath Old Town meant that it kept on collapsing into Queen's Park. Instead they veered off around the west side of Swindon to where we're heading now. And this ahead of me I think is a little industrial estate where the Swindon Town station then was. Nothing to see there, but we have got a heck of a treat in store, I think, at the end of today's journey. Wonderful, back on the track bed, properly back on the track bed, just past Swindon Town Station, which was the industrial estate. Just gorgeous, again, never seen these bits. This is now heading round to the west side of Swindon. So this is a site of Rushy Platt Station on the Midlands and South Western Junction Railway to the west side of Swindon. Splits off in two here. Pathway and the cycleway goes down there. We're not going to do that, we're going to head up to the right hand side. I'll show you one of the wonderful little junctions along this railway and its connection with GWR. Right, made it to Rushy Platt. It's the end of my journey today. Rushy Platt is such an interesting little place hidden away in the trees here. Got the old platform just there, where the Himmaway is stood up against, and the old platform there will take you across, carrying on going north towards Cheltenham on the Midlands and South Western Junction Railway. But before that came the connection with the GWR line down the hill there, curved off around the corner to Swindon, and GWR charged them something like £6,000 a year for the privilege of a service that went down the hill. Along came Sam Fay, took the Midlands and South Western Junction Railway on to the north. I'm not heading that way today, I'm going to turn around and go back the way I came on my Himmaway. But this is such a joyous little place, and there's an old film I've seen, might be able to sneak a bit on now, where there's some kids running across a field there, and the field was just down there instead of the industrial estate you see in the cars, and the kids were running across the field to see the train, the freight train, go on this very track bed. A big thank you to Himmaway for sponsoring today's video and allowing me to review their bike. It is wonderful. I've done so far 27 kilometers, and it's still on full battery level. Even if you said 25 and there's 5 segments on the battery, that's 125 kilometers. That's really opening up my ability to go and explore more places, which I shall bring to you on this channel in a bit more detail. The Roman roads, the canals, the old railways. Absolute joy. I feel like a 45-year-old man with a new lease of life because of Himmaway and their ability to take me further on cycle rides than I've ever been able to do before. So if you are considering an e-bike, I would strongly recommend you check out the links in the description below, have a look at their range and see which one suits you best. This is the Zebra, and it's an absolute joy. I can't tell you how much I would recommend that particular bike. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and we'll see you this time next week. What seems to be the problem?
Oh!
Whoa!
I can't. The box with the instructions and the bits is in the back of the bottom of the box.
So
all the way at the back.
The instructions are in here somewhere.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to hold the bike while I get into the box, basically.
So in hindsight.
Yeah, should have looked first.